This video we're talking about something a little uncomfortable and a little bit personal, but it's absolutely necessary. 5 signs of a toxic woman and why recognizing them early could save your peace, your esteem, and maybe even your future. This isn't about bashing women, it's about being real. Just like there are toxic men, there's also toxic women. If you're constantly feeling drained, second guessing yourself, or walking on eggshells, this is for you. Number 1, everything is always your fault. You could be having the best day and somehow she'll find a way to turn it into a drama, and it's always your fault. She's late, you could have reminded her. She's angry, you made her feel that way. She's sad, somehow you're the villain in the story you didn't even know you're part of. This is emotional manipulation straight up. You start apologizing for things you didn't do just to keep the peace. That's not love, that's survival. If you're constantly feeling like the bad guy, it's time to check if you're actually the problem or if you're being made to feel like one. Number 2, she weaponizes vulnerability. Toxic women often share deep stories or insecurities early, real or exaggerated, to create an emotional hook. It sounds like vulnerability, but it's actually control. After everything I've told you, how could you do this to me? According to a psychologist, this is a tactic known as emotional hostage talking. It's meant to make you feel guilty for setting boundaries. Look, I'm all for emotional connection, but when someone shares trauma and then use it to guilt trip you, that's manipulation wrapped in tears. It took me a while to realize that not every deep talk is genuine. It can be a trap. Number 3, constant criticism disguised as helping you be better. She always has something to say. How you dress, your goals, your friends, your love, and it's all under the umbrella of I just want you to improve. For example, I like you're ambitious, but don't you think you're being unrealistic? This is gaslighting. Toxic people break down your self-confidence and mark it as a feedback. Constructive feedback is one thing, but if you're constantly feeling smaller around her, like your wins aren't big enough or your dreams are foolish, that's not a partner, that's a sabotager. And yeah, I've had to learn the hard way. Number 4, she creates chaos and plays the victim. Toxic women thrive on chaos. She will pick the fights, blow things out of proportion, then act like she's the one who's hurt. She starts an argument in public and tells everyone you're the one who embarrassed her. This kind of behavior often aligns with narcissistic tendencies, where the goal is to control the narrative and keep you in state of guilt or confusion. I used to think if I communicated better, we'd have fewer fights, but fights weren't the problem. I was dealing with someone who liked chaos because it gave her power. The peace I found after leaving was so unmatched. Number 5, she doesn't respect your boundaries. Whether it's going through your phone, blowing up your DMs when you're busy, or pushing you to do things you're not comfortable with, boundaries to her are optional. For example, if you really loved me, you wouldn't need space. That's her. Healthy relationships are built on mutual respect, and respecting boundaries is a basic form of love, not a favor. The moment I realized that someone who loves you will never guilt you for needing space was the moment I started healing. You're not called for needing time alone. You're a human. So, here's my final thoughts. Being toxic doesn't always look like yelling or cheating. Sometimes it looks slow emotional erosion. And by the time you realize it, you've lost pieces of yourself. This video isn't just to help you see the red flags. Is to remind you that your peace is priceless. Have you ever looked at someone and realized they're draining life out of you? That was her. The constant drama, the manipulation, the way she made me feel like I was never enough. I kept hoping she'd change, that would get better, but the truth is, I was sinking deeper. So today, I'm done. I'm choosing peace over chaos. I'm walking away for good, and I'm not looking back. So, do yourself a favor. Don't ignore the signs. You're not too sensitive. You're aware, and that awareness could be your way out. Save yourself. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, ring notification bell and subscribe for more interesting videos from my channel.